Welcome to We the People, a new birth of freedom. Jericho here. Thanks for stopping by. We've been talking about tyrants and tyranny. As I continue to contemplate the words tyrant and tyranny, one thing that comes to mind is simply when you read the Declaration of Independence, which was our first founding document. The Declaration of Independence is the foundation for the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. You don't hear much about it. Every once in a while somebody will write about it, but you don't hear politicians talk about it. But it is the foundation for who we are as a free nation. What was the need to establish independence? The need for independence, or national sovereignty as the United States of America, was to design liberty in the context of truth, inalienable rights, self-evident truths, consisting of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, among others. And it was also to draw the line between liberty and governmental tyranny. Without independence, you cannot live your life with sovereign accountability and responsibility. Without independence, you cannot experience liberty in its full context. And without independence, you cannot pursue happiness. Because without independence and sovereignty, national sovereignty as a nation and individual sovereignty in the context of your life and liberty. Without independence, you have a government entity defining your life, defining your liberty, and defining your pursuits. You see, politicians and government entities can only function according to laws and statutes. And something we hear much in the past several decades, executive orders. That's how they operate, that's how they control, that's how they manipulate, that's how they dominate. But the original design of law, according to the Constitution, was to keep life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness protected. As you hear me say, within the context of integrity, within the context of accountability and responsibility. Life and liberty are the highest levels of attainment, and therefore it requires the most accountability and responsibility. So the Declaration of Independence drew the line in the sand to say that we will not subject ourselves to tyrants, nor tyranny, nor a totalitarian governmental power. How do we know it means that? Simply because once the Declaration of Independence, the preamble, and all of the elements and the characteristics that define it, then they listed the 25 or 26 grievances against the King of Britain. What were they doing? They were drawing that distinct line in the sand to say, look, we're going to live free, and we're going to live free from your tyranny, free from your definitions of tyranny, free from your laws of tyranny. We're going to live as free people. I don't know why that's so hard to understand, but you don't hear politicians talking about that. Then we have the Constitution and all of its articles. And those articles are simply designed to run the business of our government and to protect our independence and our human law of civil rights, called the Bill of Rights. That's why the Bill of Rights are so emphatic and so connected to the Declaration of Independence, because the Bill of Rights further explains our independence, and it further makes clear that distinct line drawn in the sand between freedom and tyranny. I want you to think about these things. This video is not going to be very long, but I just wanted to drop a few priceless treasures in your ears, because remember, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights are the crown jewels of the United States of America and are designed to keep us the freest nation on the face of the earth. And they're also designed to make us the most accountable and responsible people on the face of the earth. Until next time, God bless, and be a true American.